Welcome to Stoic Empire, a place where we can learn about ourselves and find our inner power. Today, we'll look into the deep lessons of Stoicism, a theory that has stood the test of time and can teach us a lot about how to control our feelings. Come with me as we talk about how a true Stoic deals with anger and other negative feelings. Mastering your inner self with Stoicism. As Stoics, we know that anger and other negative feelings can make it hard to make good decisions and cause us to do things we may later regret. The Stoics thought that self-control and courage were very important. These are the qualities that help us rise above our feelings and deal with life's problems in a clear and sensible way, choosing to be calm inside. He said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without worrying about the future." Seneca was a Stoic scholar. This sums up the Stoic view on anger. We can protect ourselves from the harmful power of anger by working on inner peace. We try to stay calm all the time instead of letting our feelings rule us. This gives us a deep sense of inner peace. How smart Epictetus was another famous Stoic teacher. Epictetus stressed how important it is to know what we can control. He taught that we can't always change what happens in the outside world, but we can always change how we respond to things inside our own minds. When we accept this basic truth, we set ourselves free from being controlled by anger, hatred, and bitterness. Getting past negative feelings. On the way to getting rid of negative feelings, especially anger, nothing is easy. It requires self-reflection, focus, and a strong desire to change on the inside. Let's look at some strong ways that Stoicism can help us get over our anger and live an emotionally stable life. How powerful it is to think things through. As Stoics, we are told to think things through logically, even when we are angry. We are told not to respond on the spot, but to take a step back and look at the scenario critically. Doing so helps us separate from our current emotional turmoil and see things more clearly, which lets us react with knowledge instead of anger. Getting better at being grateful and accepting. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic ruler, said, "When you wake up in the morning, think of what a precious gift it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This deep understanding supports the Stoic practice of being thankful and accepting what is. We can lower our anger and find peace by focusing on the good things in life and being okay with the problems that come up. The path of forgiveness that changes everything. Forgiveness, which is an important part of Stoic beliefs, is the key to breaking free from anger. By forgiving others, we free ourselves from anger and make room in our hearts for healing. Forgiving gives us back control over our emotions and helps us be more compassionate and understanding. Building up your inner strength and resilience. Stoics don't just say to hide your feelings when you're angry. They say to turn them into sources of inner power and perseverance. As we start this life-changing path, we are aware of how much Stoic knowledge has changed our lives, giving us the power to let go of our anger and live a life of deep peace. Taking on a Stoic attitude. A big part of the Stoic way of thinking is realizing that outside events change quickly, but our inner ideals last a lifetime. When we think and act in line with Stoic principles, we strengthen our inner fortress and make ourselves immune to the chaos of anger and negativity. The oneness of all people Stoicism teaches us to see people as a single unit, which helps us understand and care about others. By thinking about how everything is linked to everything else, we develop a sympathetic view that puts out the flames of anger and replaces them with the relaxing balm of empathy and kindness. The victory of goodness. In the end, the Stoic way leads to the victory of good over bad, knowledge over ignorance, and emotional calm over emotional chaos. Sticking to Stoic principles gives us access to the changing power of courage, grit, and self-control. This helps us escape the damaging grip of anger and enter a life of deep peace. Ultimately, Stoicism provides a revolutionary way to control our anger and develop inner peace. We can reach a deep level of inner power by following the advice of Stoic thinkers and filling our lives with the values of self-control, courage, and kindness. Stoicism has timeless lessons that can help us live a life of emotional freedom and constant peace. Come learn more about the deep knowledge of Stoicism with us at Stoic Empire. Together, we can learn how to control our negative feelings and live a peaceful life. Remember that as Stoics, we all want to be strong inside and in control of our emotions. Let's work together to make a way to a life free of anger and full of the deep peace that comes from Stoic knowledge. Thanks for coming along with me on this trip. Stay tuned for more empowering insights from Stoic Empire.